Hello, 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 and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the strategically minded one-deck dungeon stream of the week, hosted by yours truly, Lou Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at LootDolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch on YouTube it's just LootDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. However, this is One Deck Dungeon. You drop the music by about 50%. The fun thing is that it's already at a really low setting. So I dropped it from 4 on my overall app balance from 4 to 2. I guess I could also make it even more granular by affecting these things. Let's try that instead. How does that sound? Also, everyone tells Zach that he's an amazing person who is sending his regards while he is doing the Stan Lee Memorial thingamabobber, which I don't really know anything about. I mean, I know about the Stan Lee thing. What if you want to add digits? Well, you know, 21 is my birth date, 54 is an amazing number that you can only find out about on my stream, and 92,476,200 is this weird number that I came up with in 3rd grade that has stuck with me since 3rd grade. Anyway, alright, so people are saying that it sounds better now, so that's good. I'm gonna up it on my side so I can hear it a little better. So this is my very first... Well, technically this is like the 3rd time I opened up the game, but each time I opened it up, I looked at it for about 2 seconds. I clicked on the how to play button, and I said to myself, that's a lot of reading and a lot of thinking that I am not at the time willing to put into because I just wanted something to do for like 5 minutes. But since I'm doing this on stream, I can go ahead and do this all. Woohoo! So this is my first actual foray into One Deck Dungeon. I've not done anything with it, but I've been meaning to greatly because I've heard lots of things about the game and I've been meaning to check it out. So how should I proceed? Well, I'm just gonna hit how to play. Introduction, adventure calls. I don't know that I'm gonna read all of this out loud, but I'm gonna skim for the most part. This is the lore. As heroes, your duty is clear to conquer every dungeon, defeat every foe, and overcome every peril. As is tradition, enter the dungeon with only the simplest equipment and gather better loot as you delve. I should press the new game button to proceed. I'm just gonna skim through this. Oh, and it's also scrolls. That's weird. I don't know that scrolling is a thing I've ever seen before. This is so weird. Encounter cards contain all the dangerous foes and perilous obstacles that come across. Each card also shows the loot and experience gained by surviving your encounter. So you'll need every advantage because every time the deck is reshuffled, you'll descend 1 floor deeper. Every time you do, the monsters and traps get stronger and more perilous. If a hero runs out of health, the game will end. But all you have to do is go through 3 floors. Dungeon boss awaits you. Defeat it to claim victory. Blue Dolphin reading rules to you. Okay, so we just have to beat 3 floors. But Forest of Shadows adds some extra rules to the game. Is there a way that I can just play the base? I kind of have everything downloaded though, so I guess the answer is probably no. How to raid a dungeon. Start a new game. Quick play automatically chooses a random setup. New game allows you to select 1 or 2 heroes, a dungeon, and a difficulty level. And I would like the difficulty level because I'm going to be, as you can see in this picture, a novice. It plays different with 1 hero than it does with 2. And we have heroes with stats like strength, agility, magic, and health. That sounds very RPG-like. I'm going to ignore the green text for a bit because I just want to see how the base game works. Hero progression allows you to build each hero's power over multiple plays. Each hero has a progression sheet that represents their cumulative adventuring experience. Woo! Check marks! 1 check mark is earned each time you descend or level up, and an additional 3 are earned if you defeat the boss. Ooh. Easy 1 dot, medium 2 dots, hard 3 or more dots. Once all spaces next to talent have been checked off, you have earned the use of that talent for all future games. There are 4 groups of talents called focuses. Not foci, but focuses. Talents can be learned from any focus. Basic talents can be used in every game. At the start of each game, though, each player may only choose one other focus for that game. You may not use talents from the other focuses during that game. Oh, interesting. So, let's see. Toggle a hero's chosen focus. Click on the button below their portrait, or blah blah blah. Your chosen focus are remembered from game to game and used in quick play. And I guess so. Basic you use in every game, but you have to choose between healing, combat, and dungeon. Is that what's going on here? When you click new game, most of the base game items are right there. You have to scroll right to use Forest of Shadows content. All right, good to know. The talent sheets are per hero, but in Gauntlet, it's shared. Toggle a hero's chosen basic skill from the veteran talent. Click on the button below their portrait. Your chosen basic skill will remember from the game to game and used in quick play for that hero. Talents that have symbols or icons work just like skills that can only be used once per appropriate encounter. Other talents are in effect all the time. Your basic skill from the veteran talent does not count against the skill limit on the level card. Using a talent does not cost any dice. Welcome to the reading stream. I'm reading far more than I was anticipating, but this is how you should approach it if you're not sure how to play a game, is you should read the rules. I'm not that kind of person that gets a Lego set and starts messing with everything. I'll look at the instructions and see like how to build stuff. But anyway. In the game banner shows you how many check marks you earned. Each hero earns their own check marks for their own progressions sheets. Aha, and then I see those check marks. You can use there. Click on circle spaces to mark them, and then once you earn the thing. When a hero's progression sheet is completely full, you have the option to reset it. This makes the prestige of the sheet, and you can start over. Right now, prestige has no in-game effect, but it might in the future. You got somewhere to be in a few minutes, so I guess I'll listen to the rules stream some more. You can choose from 4 difficulty levels. Quick play uses If hero progression is enabled, higher difficulty levels earn extra check marks. Novice, before the game begins. Advanced to experience level 2. This includes gaining a second potion token. Standard, before the game begins, 1 random card is added as XP. Earn an extra check mark if you reach the boss. Veteran, no rules changes. Fearless, start without a potion token. Ooh. Gauntlet mode is the ultimate test of your one-deck dungeon skill. The goal is to defeat each of the bosses in as few total games as possible. Am I skipping, like, cards here? Because we were talking about heroes, and now we're talking about Gauntlet mode. Yeah, that's getting started. There's game. Oh, I see. Yeah. Am I just like going through the getting started thing? Dice, game screen, game turn, explore. See, I'm reading. This is how you read, is you just keep hitting buttons. There's a lot of things here. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not going to read all of these. Oh, now we're back at the introduction. Okay, cool. Let me just go through the gameplay. That's going to be a little more helpful. Every turn is 2 steps. Step 1, time passes. 2 time units are spent at the start of each turn. The hourglass on the top right of the screen keeps track of how much time you have left and have spent. It represents the number of cards in the encounter deck. For each time spent, the hourglass ticks down by 1 as 1 card is discarded. The top number in the hourglass shows the number of cards left in the encounter deck. The bottom number shows the number of cards that have been discarded. Click the hourglass at any time to view the discard pile. Woo! Discards! Step 2, explore or enter a room. The dungeon's layout is presented by face-down cards called closed doors. There are always 4 available slots for doors. When any of the slots are empty and show a torch icon, you can click 1 to explore on your turn. The Explorer option lets the party search through the dungeon to discover new doorways to open. On later turns, you can enter a room, flipping over a closed door to reveal an encounter and loot. When any of the slots are empty, you can click 1 to explore. So I guess like this torch means there's no card there. Closed doors, you'd have to figure out how to enter, I guess. I don't know. To explore, click a torch icon. Face-down doors from the encounter deck are added until there are 4 total doors in play. Open doors face-up cards that you fled from count toward the limit of 4, as do closed doors from previous explore turns. I see. You cannot explore if there are already 4 doors, whether open or closed in play. You cannot explore if the stairs card is visible, because that means the encounter deck is empty. You can explore if the hourglass is still visible, but there are not enough cards to make 4 doors. As many cards are placed as possible, and then the turn ends. The party may choose to descend. Some dungeons adjust the door limit of 4. When you use your turn to enter a room, you must select one of the doors in play. If the selected door is closed, you can choose to enter and have an encounter or flee. If you flee, the turn ends immediately and the face-up card remains in play as an open door. Otherwise, the encounter begins using that card. So then we have encounters! Woohoo! Combat versus peril. Let's see. Encounter consists of several steps done in order. In any encounter, your ultimate goal is to cover as many challenge boxes as possible. Those are challenge boxes I see there. Each box you don't cover will result in consequences. Combat and peril encounters have some differences, but the general encounter structure is the same. Encounter steps. Special ability. Most foes in combat encounters have special abilities, and these effects begin now. Some abilities happen at this stage, such as fire elementals place a damage on a hero. If you flee from an encounter, the ability is ignored. Peril choice, which is, or step 1 peril choice, which is trap only. I guess is that icon is a bear trap. I don't know. Peril encounters offer you 2 choices on how to overcome the obstacle they represent. Click one of the 2 choices to select it. Some choices have an associated time cost, which is paid now. The other choice's challenge box is ignored entirely. Step 2, use a heroic feat. Each hero has a special ability called a heroic feat that allows them to roll black heroic dice, which can be used as any color during the encounter. During the use heroic feat step of an encounter, each hero can choose to use their feat if it is available. A heroic feat does not count as a skill. Cool. Like here, we have roll 1 or 2. If either is a 1, lose a heart in 3 times. Do this before checking in other effects. As with all dice rolled during an encounter, heroic dice are added to that hero's dice pool. Click a heroic feat to use it, or click skip heroic feat at the bottom of the screen to skip it. Some heroic feats store dice on their hero card based on various conditions. These are not part of the general supply nor the dice pool until you use the heroic feat to roll them. If there are no heroic dice remaining in the general supply and an effect would gain one, you can take a die from the heroic feat. What about the Spanish Inquisition? Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. This icon means they cannot be used during the boss fight. Stored dice on these feats are returned to the general supply when you reach the boss. And then step 3, gather and roll dice. Stats for strength, agility and magic. Your basic stats plus icons grant you access to that many dice of each color. In a combat encounter, roll all the dice you have access to. In a peril encounter, roll only the dice you have access to that match the color of the option you chose in step 2. In the above example, if you chose a magic-based option on a peril, you would roll 4 blue magic dice, and ignore the agility and strength dice. Because we were looking at that card there, I guess. I don't know. Oh, 4. Is that what that means? 4 magics? I don't know. Your dice are gathered together automatically. Click anyone to roll all the dice together. All the rolled dice are all added to your hero's dice pool. If the party's experience level 2 or higher, the level card grants black heroic dice as an encounter bonus. You choose which hero rolls each bonus die, they become part of your dice pool. If there are not enough dice of a color available in the general supply, your access icons have no effect. In this case, you choose which hero rolls their dice first. Some dungeon or combat encounter special abilities trigger off of die rolls, such as immediately discard all 1s and 3s rolled. These take effect at once before any hero skills can be used. And during a peril encounter, you can only have heroic dice and dice matching the given option. If any effect would let you gain or roll dice of the other colors, that part of the effect will be ignored. For viewer's choice, can you choose for me to only roll 6s? Well, depending on how this goes, I will still have a Sentinels game. That Sentinels game will be viewer's choice to reward the loyal viewers who stick around for the one-deck dungeon learning. An exiled die is removed from the game and is no longer available. Oh no, it's like the Final Wasteland! Step 4, use skills and place dice. In an encounter, you must try and cover as many challenge boxes as possible. In the combat encounter, all challenge boxes are active. In a peril encounter, only the box under the chosen option is active. There are challenge boxes on the dungeon card as well. Depending on the type of encounter, boxes from the appropriate side of the dungeon card are added to the encounter. have to face boxes from the current and previous dungeon floors. So what this game is all about is destroying boxes. This is one deck dungeon, also known as Cover the Boxes. You may take the following actions any number of times. Click and drag dice from your pool to cover a challenge box until you've covered all the boxes with armor. You cannot cover any non-armor box. Okay. Oh, that icon is armor, so I was lying. Click a free skill to use it, or click and drag dice to skills that require payment to use them. Spent dice are discarded, and then the skill's effect occurs. This will often grant you additional dice. Each skill can only be used once per encounter. Many skills are only usable on one type of encounter, combat or peril, which is indicated by icons next to the skill's title. Click a potion to spend a potion token, and use the effects of any one potion type you've identified, or click and drag 2 dice to the heroic die converter box. To gain heroic die, its value is equal to the lower of the 2 spent dice. I like that. Gain heroic die. Cool. Dice spent for any of these actions are returned to the general supply available for use by skills or effects later in the encounter. If there are no dice of a given color remaining in the general supply and an effect would gain one, you would be prompted to discard a die of that color in order to gain it. And then when you're done using skills and playing dice, click End Encounter. Step 5, suffer consequences. If you're unable to cover every challenge box, the icons in the remaining boxes show the consequences of completing the encounter. The total amount of consequences are always shown at the bottom of the screen, as we see in these screens. For each visible heart, a hero takes 1 damage. With 2 heroes, damage is divided as evenly as possible. You choose who takes any extra damage. For each visible hourglass, a time is spent from the hourglass. In this example, Undying causes 2 additional time units to be spent since not all boxes are covered. I wish I could click to zoom in on the screen to see the Undying, but okay. If any hero's health, sorry, I'm getting so excited by dice, is reduced to 0 or lower, then the game is over. If you have a potion token to heal, it is used automatically to save your hero. If a skill or effect causes some number of icons to be ignored, they never become part of the consequences for that encounter. And then claim loot. After suffering the consequences and surviving, the encounter card is claimed as loot. You choose to take it either as a skill, an item, a potion, or an experience. I know it's not read in that order, but I read it in that order because I'm weird. The current experience level card restricts the number of items and skills each hero can have. It also provides you with bonus heroic dice for all encounters once you reach level 2. Items represent new equipment your heroes pick up in the dungeon, raising stats so you can roll more dice in each encounter. Yeah! Skills give your heroes various ways to use dice for greater effect. Woo! Identified potions give you more options on how to spend your potion tokens. You also gain a potion token that can be used for any one potion effect. And experience helps the party level up. Beta feedback! Woo! I'm not even beta testing and I'm already... When taking an item or skill as loot, you can replace an existing item or skill with your new loot. To do so, click the thingamabobber button on the item or skill you want to replace. The replaced card becomes XP. You can replace an existing item or skill with your new loot. Okay. Unless you are at the item or skill limit, most of the time it makes sense to add the item or skill instead of replacing another. Just click the item skill again to do so. The hero cannot have duplicate skills, and you cannot identify the same potion type twice. Yeah, and then I'm guessing so how does the rest of this go? I just wanted to see how the encounters goes, but now we have the encyclopedia of effects. Leveling up. If the party has enough experience, you level up. Woo! You level up, the next level card becomes active. Stored cards with enough experience to achieve a new experience level are removed from the game. Any unused experience cards are not removed. Note that because cards are removed to level up, you might have to remove cards with more experience lanterns in total than the requirement. Each level up will grant 1 free potion token and increase your capacity for holding items and learning skills. The level card will indicate how many free heroic dice the party gains in every encounter and boss fight round. Level 4 is the maximum level. Instead of leveling up, the party may gain 5 experience to gain a token while experience level 4. Cool. I see. And then descending, the stairs card is placed at the bottom of the dungeon deck. At the start of each floor of the dungeon, When it is revealed, the path deeper into the dungeon opens. If you dawdle too long, though, the various fiends of the dungeon will catch up to you. While the stairs card is visible, a damage token is placed on it for each time spent, for any reason. Each time 3 tokens are on the card, the hero takes 1 damage, and 3 tokens are removed from the stairs card. This can happen multiple times. The party can descend at the end of any turn when the stairs card is visible, or immediately if the stairs are revealed while spending time to start a turn. To descend, click the descend button. All doors currently in play are discarded, and the discard pile is shuffled to form a new deck. The stairs card is placed at the bottom of the deck, and the new floor's effects and challenge boxes are revealed. All visible effects and challenge boxes, including one from previous floors, go into effect. When you descend from the 3rd floor of the dungeon, it's time to fight the boss! Woo! Boss fight consists of multiple rounds. The boss has a health value and a special ability. After each round, the party will deal damage to the boss. Heroic feats and skills marked with a skull with an X cannot be used in the boss fight. Aww. If you have any heroic dice stored for such a feat, they are returned to the general supply before the fight. The following steps occur each round. Gather and roll dice. Place dice and use skills. If you must spend time during a boss fight, you exile a die instead. And remember, exile means it's removed from the game. I remember that word. Consequences. Suffer consequences for uncovered challenge boxes. If this damage causes the game to end, the game is over before moving on to step 4. And then step 4, strike the boss. For each skull covered, 1 damage token is placed on the boss. If the boss has at least as much damage as health, the party is defeated and the heroes win the game. Woo! And then new round. All dice and pools and on the boss are returned to the general supply, and a new round begins. Oh, and here's some icons that you might be, wondering about since we've been reading this whole description of game elements. These are some nice icons that I'm going to forget about even if I read through them all right now. I did skim them, though. Hero cards, strength, agility, magic health, heroic feat, skill. And then encounter cards and peril cards, well, combat and peril cards. Dungeon cards, which represents things on each floor, and the challenge boxes that have to be covered in order to do things, and then the boss. And then the introduction! Adventure Call! Slayer of Monsters Enemy. No. Aha, yeah, that was it. Oh, I see. So I was actually like... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I see now. I was clicking through all of this, but it's actually, these are like specific bookmarks. I see now. Okay. Well, I think I at least have a basic understanding of the send feedback. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. Your tutorial doesn't let you zoom it. Okay, I think that I have enough. I don't know what. I might have started a game. I don't know. Hi, it looks like you're playing for the first time. My name is Kaliana, and I'll be here to help you learn how to squash baddies and evade the most dangerous traps. Would you like my help along the way to explain things? Yes! Because I'm new. I'm new here. Choose a brave hero and a dungeon to delve into. Right-click any of them for more information. I that's not even a word. I recommend the Dragon's Cave first. It only has 1 difficulty dot. You can also adjust the challenge level, but novice is a good start. Click on the hero you like best, then start game. So, oh, and there's Fearless. That was not even in the description. We have Novice, Standard, Veteran. Oh, no, I guess. Wait, oh, I see. Novice, start experience level 2. Standard, start with 1 random card as experience. Veteran, regular game rules, and Fearless, start with no potions. All right. So we'll start with Novice because I'm new. And Dragon's Cave was recommended because it has only 1 dot, so I'm going to go with Cinder Plains and... No, I'm kidding. No, I'm going to do Dragon's Cave. And then I see release date. And I probably don't want to go right? Like we were saying that this is the expansion content. So we'll stay with the left side. The fairy in a few moments. Hey, listen! Hey! Look! Listen! So standard deck, hybrid deck. I don't know what hybrid is. I'm gonna leave it on standard. I guess I have, these are the things I could focus on? Are these focuses or are these something else? These are potion types, I'm sure. I'm gonna stick with healing, because that was the default. Archer through warrior are the base heroes. All right. So which of these do I want? Bolnarap said not archer, paladin, and warrior were the first two that clicked well for you. Hybrid mixes in shadow forest scars. Okay, we're not gonna do that then. All right, so someone said not archer. There was an upvote for paladin and warrior. I was actually thinking of rogue, considering that's like the icon of the game. But what do you think? Should I be a rogue? Should I be a mage? I like mage. Well, I know nothing about the mage, but I like mages in general. Heroic feat, roll any or all of your dice stored here. Store a die here. When you explore or flee, you may store up to 2 dice at a time. Well, now everyone's saying rogue. I'm gonna go with rogue. Everyone, I'm gonna go with my first instinct, and I'm gonna go with rogue. Is this the icon of the game? So that's what, 5 health? I only have 5 health. Oh man, that's not a lot. And I forgot what all of these were, but it looks like 1 strength, 4 agility, and 2 of this thing. And then I can't do any of these things because I don't have progression yet, right? Oh, and there's more. There's more! Oh man, there's more! Look at this! There's more! Blue is magic. I have 2 magics. Okay, fair enough. I like agility though. Agility makes me feel good. So should I then start game, or do I add a second hero? Actually, I don't know how you add a second hero. Someone said maybe you could do 2 heroes, but I'm gonna do 1 hero. I'm gonna play with the rogue. All right, I'm gonna start the game. It's over. It's done. Welcome. Using important fairy magic, I've shuffled the deck of cards to prepare your dungeon. Every card contains a challenging encounter, but also sweet, sweet loot. Do you want loot? Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, because I am Loot Dolphin. Wait, no. Huh? What? Loot Dolphin? What? No. Okay. Time passes to start each turn. Every time you spend, discards 1 card from the deck, and the hourglass in the corner shows how many cards are left in it. When time runs out, down you go to the next, more dangerous floor. And I know it was 2 were discarded, but there's also 4. There's 5 more. Whoa! Spend 5 before your first turn on each floor. What? Oh, there's the 2. Okay. Yes. Co-op between 2 players. I don't want to do co-op. Why would I be? I don't play co-op games. I play solo games. One of the 2 things you can spend a turn to do is explore. Click any torch to explore and find some doorways, which are face down cards, to enter. And here we are. So I have 2 potions here, which is heal 3 damage from hero at the start of the turn or round, or 2 damage anytime. Oh, interesting. They're more potent at the start. And then the general supply, which we see as that number of dice. 3 items, 3 skills, 1 die. Experience level 2, because I'm a novice. Cool. When you flee, you may add 1 door to the dungeon if under the door limit, because we're stealth, apparently. We want the stealth option. Can I not see the other skill trees? Okay, that's fine. Well, I was told I have to click the torch, so I'm gonna click the torch. Oh my gosh, there are 4 doors in front of me. And now time passes. Well, that was fun. So I should probably like click on one of them to open it, right? Oh no, I chose poorly. Each encounter card contains both a challenge to overcome and the rewards you could gain from it. You can choose to face the encounter, or if you think it's too dangerous, you can flee. Fleeing ends the turn. So Swarm, X equals 4 per open door, including this one. X bracket 4? There's 4 open doors? I thought I just opened one. Oh, right, yeah, 4 per open door. Yeah, this is, okay, this is literally the open door. And 4 times 1 is 4. I can math, yes. Okay, so there's that. And that shield icon means that, like, I have to take care of that first, right? And then these other ones will be consequences if I don't do them, like 3, 5, 5, 3, 3. I lose a heart and a time gauge, a heart time gauge, heart, or something. I don't know. I think this is not necessarily one of those things. But if I can get an item that ups my agility, or a skill called persistence, which might grant me 2 die. Is that what that is? And then 2 experience. Is that what's going on there? Oh, and I can just hover over it. I see. Yeah, and I can roll the 2 dice. Yes, I knew this. Cool. And then I guess that skill would go in right there. That item, I guess. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna enter, because I'm new, and I'm gonna enter to my first thing. The Rogue's Heroic Feat lets you gamble and roll extra dice before an encounter begins. If you roll any ones, you'll take damage and lose time. Heroic dice can be used as if they were any color. Click the blue scroll to use your heroic feat when you need that extra little boost for a tough situation. Spend 2 yellow. Oh, I see. That's what that means. Okay. You're talking about the item, or not the item, skill. Alright, roll this. Right, that's the daring gamble. I can roll 1 or I can roll 2, but if either is a 1, I lose things. Well, you know, I'm gonna roll 1. Don't roll any 1s! No pressure! 6. In a combat encounter, you roll all 3 colors of dice based on your hero's stats. You can see your current stats for each attribute next to your hero portraits. At experience level 2 or 3, you get a free heroic dice in each encounter. At level 4, you get 2! Okay. So, you roll all of them. Yes. Now that you've rolled your dice, fill as many challenge boxes as you can. Drag a die to a box to cover it. The color needs to match, and the number on the die needs to be at least as high as the number in the box. When you've done all you can, click End Encounter at the bottom of the screen. Challenge boxes with armor must be covered first. If you can't fill all the armor boxes, you can't place dice in any other boxes. You can use any number of dice to fill a wide box matching their color. The total value of the dice needs to be at least... Oh. Well, I thought I read that, but I don't know. The dungeon adds some challenge boxes to every encounter. They're shown below the dungeon banner. Where's the dungeon banner? Oh, that right there. Okay, I see. That's the dungeon thing. If you don't have dice of a color you need, you can convert any 2 dice into 1 heroic die by dragging them to the right. Its value will be the lower of the 2. Aha. Okay, so this is the challenge pertaining to the rat. Plague Rat. I just realized I'm fighting Plague Rat! Oh my gosh! I'm fighting Plague Rat! Ah! But this is also particular to Dragon's Cave, right? Yes. Because... Ah, I see. We're at floor 1, we're here, so I have to do this. It's a 3 on the sword. And... Yes. Cool. I can also see the future challenges, like next floor 2 will be blue 5. I need to get 5 on magic. And then floor 3, I need to get 10 on sword. And it's a shield, so I have to do that before covering other things. And this is for the challenge, or not the challenge, the encounter, the whatever this is called. This is the traps, and they have these things. So cool. And then this is the boss. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well then, I gotta make sure I cover up things that do... Well, I gotta cover up the green shield. And since this is pink, this means I need to use this dice to do it. Or I can use my heroic feat, which are both 6s, which are super valuable. Let's do that. Can I undo that if I change my mind? I can. There is an undo button. Okay. Also, I just dragged it off, so I guess that was my means of undoing. But that seems to be fitting. And I do have 2 6s, which could certainly go on the 2 5s. I can't hold on to any leftover dice, right? There's no reason to like try to store the 6s or anything. I don't remember there being a storing mechanic. But I'm probably lame. Not lame, that's not the word. That's a bad word to say. I'm probably dumb. That's also probably a bad word because that means something else. But let's see. Well, all right. There's a 3. Whoops. There's a 3. There's a 5. Okay, there is no storing. All right. Now these can't be used in here because they are magic. So you already have a bit of a dilemma here because the remaining things are swords, and my sword thing is only a 2. But yeah. And now I have to make a choice between losing time or losing health, and I'm gonna keep the health because that seems more valuable, I'm gonna say. So, for those of you at home who are watching this, is this fair? Is what I did a good approach? I could click remove dice. Remove dice undoes everything. Aha! Vulnerap says it looks good. Alright, so that was my first instinct, was just to do that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So then I hit end encounter. If you're unable to cover every challenge box, the icons in the remaining boxes show the consequences you suffered while completing the encounter. Each heart is 1 damage to your hero, and each hourglass is 1 time spent. It's time for loot. You must choose which part of the encounter card you will claim. And so, alright, so, as was mentioned, this skill says you use 2 swords to roll a sword and a heroic die. And the nice thing is that the heroic die would be used anywhere. The item, is this just gonna up my thing? Or is this adding a die? I don't remember what this means. Can someone tell me what this means? That would get you a pink die. Okay, so it would give me... Wait, so I would get a... This would boost these stats then? The item boosts my stats? Oh, right, yeah, because it's like an accessory. Okay. Skill is more useful if I have a lot of yellow dye, which I currently don't. That is true. I only have 1, so this skill isn't too useful just yet. And then experience gives me 2 experience points, which puts me 25% of the way to level 3. So what should I do? Oh, right, we do have the thing. I forgot that I could swap out 2 dice for a black dice whose value is the lowest one. I forgot that I could have done that there. I can always swap out for experience later if you get something better. Hey, Migrant P. Taking an item increases one of your attributes, which will give you more dice to roll on encounters. Some items grant you an extra health as well. Nice. Okay. Time passed. Also, hi, John. How are you doing? Cool. Now there's 3 doors. I could click the torch to get a new door, but the rulebook feedback that we came up with was I wish I could zoom in on the pictures to read the text on there better. But hello and welcome to me learning One Deck Dungeon. I defeated my first plague rat. I'm gonna go under this door because I like going from top left to bottom right. We have a skeleton. If any boxes are empty, spend 2 hourglasses. Has a 2 shield, a 4 shield, both are magic. We have lots of swords. That was the issue though. I've been having a lot of. But we can get another potion rewards are always nice. Oh yeah, that is a potion. Spend. So this is invisibility. Spend 2 hourglasses before an encounter. Skip to the claim loot phase. Oh man, that seems pretty strong. And then the 2 experience. But yeah, like, ugh. I mean, I guess like if we have to convert 2 dice into 1, we do have a number of things. You can right click to view that. Yeah, we did actually figure that out. Achievement status, what? Monster Hunter. Achievements? There's achievements in this game? What? Yeah, that's the yellow boxes that are scaring me is the thing. Why'd I choose the rogue? She only has like 1 sword. Just flee. You don't have to fight every encounter you find. So what does fleeing mean again? There's only 2 hearts on yellow. That is right, yeah. The only penalties... I mean, there's the Perpetual Dragon's Cave one, which is 1 heart for 3, and then there's... one of them is 1 heart for 5. You heard it here first. Loot is scared of yellow boxes. And yeah, we do have this stealth ability. When you flee, you may add 1 door to the dungeon if under the door limit. So I would be able to... I would add 1 door to the dungeon for free. This door would remain open, I guess, which means I can come back to it. Is that the thing? I don't remember. If I go to menu, does this... If I go to the menu to check the rule book, does that take me out of the game, or would I be saved? Like, would I be able to get back to right here? Nope! I can't... Oh, man. Can't check the rule book? Alright, here's another beta feedback. There's no rule book here. And the door is open in case you run into another rat. Yes. Oh, so I can do this. Oh, I see. Here we go. Menu. Oh, not main menu. I see. Because I wanted to check this. All right. All is fair. All right. So that's the encounter. Start special ability. Which... Was there no special ability? Or no, right, the special ability is if any boxes are empty, spend 2 time. Oh, where was the fleet? Where's the... Time passes, explore, enter. We entered a room. Or flee, okay. If you flee, the turn ends immediately, stays up, face up as a open door. If the door was already open, you cannot choose to spend your turn to enter an already open door and then flee from it. Okay, so I can return later if I so choose. That's what I was or less trying to figure out. Hello, rubber rats. Hot rules reading action. Yeah, I'm gonna flee. And it says don't add door. No, I'm gonna add the door. Yeah, see, now I have a door. I'm gonna check the door that I just added. Oh man, it's another thing. It's a glooping ooze and it has more of these things. Why are there so many sword icons? Ugh. And this one's even worse too, because now all of them have hearts on them. And then there's a 2 and a 3 mana that are shields. Skill. Armor Crush. Spend a sword, gain a 6, but you can only use it to cover a shield. Surely agility would be more important. I mean, it depends on what kind of game it is. And don't call me Shirley. Ha! Am I doing it right? Oh, and his special ability is spend hourglass for each 1 rolled. I could gamble. You think? I mean, none of these are even like the agility ones. This is even more annoying. I have to cover 7. And yeah, I think it's... I don't like this. I'm gonna undo that. Or not undo that, but I mean like get out of that, so... And I see how you can see the spoils right from here. You see that it gives you 1 magic, or it gives you invisibility, or it gives you 2 experience. And we can see the challenges that are in front of us. I don't want to just keep opening doors and fleeing, but I am getting more information. But it is also going to power up the Plague Rat now, because now I'm going to face a Plague Rat and have to get a 12 on a shield. Like, the skeleton doesn't hurt as much. It'd be nice if I found a trap instead of a fight. Find a trap! Rune puzzle. Okay. There we go. It's a trap. And this gives me a sword, which is perfect. This also gives me clarity, which is a potion that lets me re-roll all my 1s and 2s, but also roll a heroic die. A trap that doesn't use agility. Oh, man. Yeah, and destroy it, but I need 11. And I can only roll the die of that color? Is that true? So this is... Yeah. Herald encounters offer you 2 choices on how to overcome the obstacle. Choose one of them. Some of them have associated time cost. The other's challenge box is ignored entirely. In a peril encounter, you will only roll the dice you have access to that match the color of the option you chose. Oh, I see. There's the example I was looking for. I was like looking back at the previous example. I confused. No, it's here. Duh. And my level also grants me an extra black heroic dice. Right. But I also have my heroic feat, which is the daring gamble, which is optional, but useful. I do want to do this, though, because I want that item. If I flee and I come back, it's basically the same as choosing Decipher It. And considering I only have to get a 6 between my 2 blues and the black dice, it seems like that's probably the better choice. Because I can't get 11. Well, I mean, theoretically, it's possible if I choose Destroy It that I can roll a 6 on my sword and a 6 on my experience die. And if I do the Daring Gamble, I don't know. I'm going to Decipher It. Oh, I will enter. I choose to enter. There are always 2 ways to approach a peril encounter. Well, often one is easier but costs extra time. You probably want to choose the option that is more suited to your hero's attributes, like not destroy it. All right, and I don't want to do the daring gamble. I don't. I mean, I am rolling a bare minimum of 3. If I roll a 1 on my gamble, then I lose a heart in 3 time. Hello, Licky00, how are you doing? Screw it. I'm gonna roll 1. Oops. I'm gonna roll. There we go. I had to hover over it first. I'm gonna roll it, and then I get a 3. And I can only roll dice for the stat matching the color of the peril option. So I'm rolling that plus my level up thing, and I beat the snot out of this puzzle because I am that good at puzzles. Oh, right. I have to do that thing first. Right. There we go. That's done. And then I'm gonna do that. I forgot about the Dragon's Cave. Shoot. Man. Almost screwed things up, but that's okay. Also, that would have been bad if the color didn't match the Dragon's Cave icon or color, because I would have needed to use my heroic dice for that. But yeah, it's done. Encounter's done. And then I get my sword. Oh, I see. I can only have one of them. I see. Fine, because I have enough. Okay, am I ready to fight the skeleton now? Oh no, it wasn't. It was, okay, it was not blue particular, it was just 2. Might as well check out the last door. Alright, we'll check out the last door. Give me some more informations. It's literally a locked door. Pick the lock for some time or bash it open. And picking the lock is agility, so it's like, okay. But bash it open requires swords. The item is a sword, but I already have... Or no. Oh, I see. It keeps... I can have any number of items? Is that true? Or am I lying? Heals, potions, encounter steps. 2 items. Aw. Be careful, you recall posts of people being defeated by the locked door. Oh man. Unless you were at the item or skill limit. Blah blah blah. Have a limit on items based on your level. Where does that say that? I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. Oops. Oh, I see. It says right there. 3 items, 3 skills. Right? I'm allowed 3 items and I'm allowed 3 skills. Is that right? Or I can only have 3 total. Well, I mean, if it would be 3 total, it would be like that. Okay, well, oh, and the skill, Shimmer Blast. 3 mana to roll heroic. 3 each, okay. Yeah, because I'm a novice, that's right. So I shouldn't have taken the agility item then. Although I guess you said I could have just transferred it to experience later. And yeah, I guess that skill that was at the time was just to replace 2 swords with a sword and heroic. Yeah, I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna pick it. I'm not gonna do... Can I get out of that? There we go. I'm not gonna roll that because I have 6 die. And these numbers are kind of sad, but I can do the shield. And then I don't even need my heroic die. It's nice to see me learn the game. I'm picking it up. I'm figuring it out. I think I still want swords though, because that's my weakest thing. If I do get something that boosts mana, I might replace the agility with that. The locked door is defeated. Game over. You win. So invisibility was the useful potion. Armor Crush seems nice. Replace a sword with a heroic 6 to cover a shield, because we see there's lots of shields out there. So that could be useful, but that would have to replace a shield. That's something. Did I go for this now? I mean, I will have a black from here. I can do the daring gamble. And if worst comes to worst, I do have like 2 agilities that I can use on other things. Well, at best I have 2 agilities. Really. Yeah, I'm gonna fight the skeleton. Oh, I have to click it twice? Yeah, I click it once, then it wants me to verify it. Then I move away because I thought I clicked it, so that's what I was getting confused about. You prefer the type of skills that allow you to manipulate dice to known values. True. Well, manipulating to a black 6 seems useful. So what are the chances of me getting at least 1? Well, okay, I can math. So chances of not rolling a 1 is 5/6. Chances of not rolling a 1 between 2 would be 1 minus the chances of rolling 0, which is 25 out of 36. So it's an 11 out of 36 chance, which with my handy dandy calculator that I have right here, that is like 30%. That's a pretty big number. Yes, welcome to the probability class. I'm just gonna roll a 1. And it was a 6, so I'm very happy with that. And I see mana 6. I'm not happy with the mana numbers though. I'm also not happy, or not the mana, the agility numbers. I'm also not happy with the mana numbers either, for that matter. Which means, I mean, I'm gonna have to do that. But then, oh no, I could do any 2 dice, right? I can drag 2 dice, the heroic die converter box to get a heroic die. Its value is equal to the lower of the 2 spent dice. Okay. So I could use that 2 as a 2, but that doesn't do much for me. Okay, well, let's just do this for now. And then that 6 could go there. And then I could do... I should probably... Well, it doesn't really matter at all, I guess, but... I don't know the strategy behind how to optimize your gaining of heroic die. But there's that. Oh, what happened here? What happened to that one? Oh, because I moved it out because I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Undo. Can I undo all? Like, everything, ever? Let's start over again. Hello, I'm new Dolphin. I'm the new weekly strategically minded stream that does smart things. Yeah, use the 5 directly was... I can undo up until I reveal new info or roll a die. Okay. Alright, do that. Why am I not doing this? Why am I dumb? For some reason I thought I needed to convert, but like... Ugh. I'm dumb. I did it all. We got it. You already have the maximum number of items for your level. If you choose this item as loot, it will replace one you already have and convert it to experience. Click on your items to see what you have and their experience value. Which, let's see here. Alright, so I definitely don't need agility. But I do want invisibility. Identifying a new potion gives you more options on how to use each of your potion tokens. You also immediately receive 1 potion token. So this is my potion count here. And these are my potion skills. Is that what's happening? Oh, there we go. Skill and potion effects use the following keyword. Oh, okay. Leveling up, descending, must fight skill and potion icons. Yeah, they're not skills, I know, but I know I'm using a terrible word for that. But so like if I choose to use invisibility, what I'm doing really is spending 1 potion and gaining the invisibility text, I guess is the better way of saying that. But I'm not like, it's not a specific invisibility potion, right? Like I'm not, I don't have 1 invisibility potion that I need to save forever. All right, now here's the ooze. Which is the numbers aren't too bad, other than the fact that I only have 2 mana dice. I'm just gonna get new cards. We are down to 9. Ah, start of turn. Let's do that. It's an enemy. Ethereal. Immediately discard all 1s and 3s rolled. But I get triple strike, which takes 3 swords, gives me a 5 sword, a 5 agility, and a 5 mana, and then makes one of them a 6. Which sounds awesome, except I lose all 3 of my swords. Good time for an invisibility potion. So invisibility says spend 2 before an encounter, skips to the claim loot phase, so I spend 2 time. Oh, hey, you're right. The item does give me an agility and a heart. You're right on that. Well, yeah, so it's not you lose it, but like you spend them is, yeah. But that means I can't use them towards the numbers up here. If I lose badly here, yeah, because there's a lot of hearts. There's 7 hearts total, and I have 5 hearts total. That is a lot of hearts. Yeah. Often you can spend low roll dice on skills to get better stuff. The problem is, I don't have skills, I have stealth. But, yes, let's invisibility potion. Hey, I beat the boss. Or not the boss, damn. That's not the right word. What happens? So level 3 gives me 2 more items, 1 more skill. I get a potion. And then when I'm at level 4, I get even more items and even more skills. And an extra heroic die. But people say the skill. Alright, I decided I'm taking the skill. I was going to click it to read it. But yeah, that is... It does seem like it's nice. I agree. Skills give you ways to manipulate your dice in other dungeon situations. Every skill has a cost on the left and a benefit you receive on the right. You can use each skill once per encounter. And it is optional, yes. Force wall. Oh boy. Oh boy. Spend 6 mana, gain 2/6 swords. Item is a sword and a heart. But as we see here, expensive climb around cost, but it's 11 on agility, which as you see I have lots of agilities. Blast through is cheaper, but 2 manas. I'm entering. And I'm gonna go ahead and climb around. And I like rolling 1, but it's not likely that it will be a 1, right? Hello! I don't need a blue 6 specifically. Fair enough. Yeah, it's just like matching the icons there. I took damage from that encounter. Technically, it wasn't the encounter, it was my skill. If you ever have damage tokens equal to your health, you have to abandon your quest and the game is over. However, if you have any potions left, you'll automatically drink a healing potion to keep going. And yeah, now we have this thingy. Which if it gets 3 icons on it, then I take a damage. You don't think I should have bothered with it? True. Well, 1 or more of your skills cannot be used in this encounter. Each skill indicates the types of encounters it can be used in. Triple Strike is only valid for monster encounters, if that's the right word. You know... Oh, can't do that. Why can't I do that? Fine. I'm gonna super force my way around. Combat? Single squares can only be covered by a single die. Okay, I see. All right. I kind of want the item. Because I currently have more sword dice than mana dice, so the skill's not... I mean, like, having 2 6s for free on sword, not for free, but 2 sword 6s. And then the 4 experience. I do want experience, but taking the item also gives me experience. Heart and die is always a great choice. Okay. And yeah, I'm thinking I will replace the agility because then my agility and my sword will be equal die, and I haven't needed 5 agility dice. Gaining experience helps you advance to the next experience level. Each level up increases your item and skill inventory limit, gives you a free potion token. I feel like there should be an and there. Beta feedback. At level 2 and 3, you get a free die, a free heroic die in each encounter. At level 4, you get 2 heroic die. When the hourglass hits 0 and the deck runs out, you reveal the exit to the next floor. Click the descend button if you're ready to go down the stairs. You can click the button on the bottom of the screen to stay here, but for each hourglass spent for any reason, a heart token will go on the stairs. Every 3 tokens will cause you to take damage, so don't dawdle. So... Send a bug. So if I stay on floor 1, then time will pass, which is going to add 2 hearts here, which is going to give me a heart of damage. So is it worth it? Because we already have 3 items, so if I want to get that mana, I'm losing a sword, which will then balance my mana and my swords. There's 3 experience here, which would put me halfway to the next. You always find what worth it? Pronouns, people, pronouns. One last encounter that's easier. So, go for Glooping Ooze or go for Mystery Door? I'm gonna stay on floor 1. Oh no. Alright, Mystery Thing or Glooping Ooze? Mystery Thing or Glooping Ooze? I could probably just do both, unless time passes. For whatever reason. I'm gonna go through the Mystery Door, because mysteries. It seems like it's a combat. X equals 4 per open door, including this one. Well, you know. And the skill is dodge. Spend an agility, prevent a heart in a boss fight, prevent 2 hearts used before suffering consequences. You highly recommend not fighting the ooze when the stairs are showing. Oh, right, because it does have a ability that says take 2 at the start or something. Well, I'm going to go and enter, because I'm weird. I'm going to gamble 2, because I'm weirder. One of them was a 1, so I'm going to take 1. All right. Oh, and I also... Oh man, I forgot about that part too. I didn't even think about the time. That was a dumb gamble. Don't do that. Stay at home, kids. Yeah, that really hurts. You have a skill with that, blah, 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 blah words. Alright, so I do have to cover that 8. Dip, duck, dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Oh boy, I have to, yeah. I can use heroic die. Oh, I can use it for triple strike. I see what you're saying. So if I use this ability... How do I use this ability? I am in a combat thing. Why can't I use it? Oops. If only I read the hint. Oh, is it... Wait. What's the hint? Oh, drag dice on it. Okay. Yeah, let's do that because those were terrible numbers. Thank you. I'm dumb. Blah, blah, blah. Words. That. I can only increase 1, right? Make one of them a 6. I can't just like click multiple ones. Yeah. Okay. So that's done. So then could do that. And then these are singles. I have to be careful with those. But I can do this. And it's done. Everything's covered. And I'm gonna take this. Yeah, don't spend. Don't do that. No, no. I'm descending. No, we're not doing glooping ooze. No. Good news, you reached a new floor, which is of course harder than the previous floor. Even more challenge boxes will now get added in every encounter, and the dungeon card may accumulate more nasty effects. You can always click on the dungeon title to see the full card's details. Yeah. That is an amazing card. Alright, so yeah, so Flame Aura, so we have these effects in addition. So now it's 3 sword and 5 mana in addition to whatever's on the card. Or if we're doing the other thing, it's a 2 and a 6. Well, clearly I need to get cards. Oh, healing does 3 at the start. Yep, alright. And this is start of a turn. That's fair. Yeah, because I was down to 2 HP. Alright, I'm gonna be a rogue. I'm gonna go in the bottom right door now. And it looks like an enemy. It's the Wraith! What? The Wraith? Alright, so dexterity, which is dice manipulation. This item is strictly worse than everything I have. I shouldn't say strictly worse, but it's no better, strictly no better. Or 3 experience. I am capped at my skill limit. But yeah, spend 1 agility die and gain a 6, so that can replace your worst agility with a 6. I'm not at the skill limit? Oh, because it's... Oh, I see. My innate skill was stealth. Okay, I see. Thank you. So I can gain skill for free, or 3 experience. Now, if I replace this skill... Not necessarily this skill, but if I replace any of these skills, do I get the experience for that as well? So basically, like, it's a good idea to always go for item or skill if you have an empty slot, because you could always replace it with an experience later, right? I mean, sometimes you want that experience immediately for sure, but the skill here is super great against the dragon, which is here. Yeah. Also, that hurts. Ow. Okay, can I do this? It's swords and mana. Mana's weak. There's a 9 shield and a 5 shield. And that requires mana. Like, my swords are good now. I do have my 4 agilities and heroic. Rain. Oh, I didn't even see. Okay. Let's start over again. Hi, I'm Blue Dolphin. There's skills I need to remember. Drain. Before the encounter, convert 1 item to experience. Okay. Yeah, and I would have to lose one of these. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what people were saying drain for. Ah, man. Sorry, it's information overload right now. I'm getting better, but I'm forgetting small details left and right. Yeah, I'm gonna flee. I guess if I was going to... Well, I could spend my sword item and gain a sword item. But yeah, I'll flee. Yeah, let's just go in opposite direction. It's a literal trap. Bear traps. Oh boy, and I don't have to spend for this because I have lots of things. Although I guess I have to remember the Dragon's Cove. I have a 2 shield and a 6 heart. Item is an agility. Potion is invisibility. It's already been identified. But I could still get a potion from that if I wanted, or no? I'm guessing not, actually. It's only when you identify. Okay, so it's item or experience. But... yeah. Yeah, pretty easy experience. Do I want to run through, or do I want to spend 3 to make it... Or do I want to spend 3 time to lower the requirement by 5? I'm rolling 4 agility and a black... so that's 5 dice, and I need to get... One of them needs to be a 6. Flat out. Or I just take a damage. I mean, I don't have to hit everything, right? I could just run through and then not put any dice down and take 4 damage in 2 time, right? I wouldn't think that... I guess agility is like a thing, but... I'm just thinking about like how agility helps out with a bear trap, because if you step on the bear trap, the thing slams down. So wouldn't it be better to like just float through or something? I don't know. I'm not questioning it. It's just mechanics. I'm gonna enter. Need to be agile to avoid stepping in one. You're right. Bear traps. All right, disarm or run through, disarm or run through, disarm or run through, disarm or run through. My skills don't help here. I'm being indecisive. I'm just gonna run through. I'm gonna take the heroic feat though. And I'm gonna click it twice. And then I'm gonna roll a 4. And then I'm gonna roll fake numbers. Which probably means I didn't even need to do the thing. Alright. 2 first, and then that 6 needs to go there, and then I did not need that 4 at all, but it was close. You can disable the confirmation and options. Enable usage, confirmations, heroic feat, drink potion, end encounter, and dice not used. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just leave it there. It just helps remind me. I didn't need it, just barely. Yes, true. But we did it. So I can't take the potion. And this item is like strictly... it's not strictly worse, but I'm just gonna take the experience. I would rather keep my items. Now, it's a spiked log with an agility or spend mana to gain a 4 sword and 4 agility and increase one of the dice by 1 or 3 experience. The consequences is misleading because it says only 1, but it's not including this. I kind of want to clobber the logs. Because I spend 2 time, but then I use swords. Well, it doesn't really matter between swords or agility, but I'd have to roll 6 lower. And I have to roll 16 total versus 22 total with 5 dice. On average, a dice roll is 3.5. Fun fact. So when I roll 6 dice, I am rolling 17.5 on average. Yeah, I'm gonna do clobber. And this time I'm not gonna take the gamble. So I need to cover the 2. Need to cover the 6. And there we go. Since you haven't chosen a which section of the peril to take, it can only account for the dungeon consequences currently. Oh, and I still have this. I have an empty skill slot, so I should take the skill. Alright, let's see. If I flee, I can get a new door. Oh! The consequences are misleading. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Flame statues. Okay. Disenchant for 3 time to use or dodge. But the thing is, I'd be using mana, which is 2 fewer dice when dice are valued at 3.5 on average. These are all my skills are combat skills. Ugh. The dungeon consequences change to what skill test to choose. Yeah, no, I know. I mean, when I say it's misleading, I'm saying that right now it's not accounting for it, which is, I'm not saying it's 100% misleading. It's just that I'm looking at the consequences and I'm saying, oh, I can only take 1 HP damage. But yeah, it certainly changes. Yeah, the skill, let's see. Spend an agility to roll 2 dice. To roll 2 swords, which is useful. The item is mana. All right, we'll enter. We'll dodge. And then we'll gamble. Because we're dodging, so we're at 22 that I need to roll across 5 dice, which is currently more than 4. If I do it over 6, it's a little more like that. So I'll roll 1. I hate it when I roll a 1 with 1. That was like a 1 in 6 chance. Always happens whenever I roll a 1. I always roll a 1 with 1. And I don't like these numbers, because it's less than what I need. I do have a 6, but, and I can't even do that, so it's even worse than I thought. It's probably better to not take 3 hearts in 1 time, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna have to take the heart of damage. All right. Do I want to swap the item or do I want to swap the skill? The skill is really good. I'm guessing I would lose static burst because my mana is really small, so Yeah, I don't want that. I want this. I'm just gonna get new cards because I don't want to fight the Wraith. Now, do I want to heal? I'm at 3 HP. I'm fine. Bandit. Making that die uses 3 dice, not 2. He looks pretty easy though, TBH. Just like staring at this. Cause like, I mean, we have to do what? 11, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33 across many dice. 33 across 11 dice. Oh, but the problem is a lot of these are singletons. Like I have to roll 5s. He's saying it's not worth it. I'm gonna flee. Oh, maybe he wasn't even saying that to him. I'm gonna flee anyway. Flame statues. Spend 3 mana to gain 2 things. Yeah. Let's see. Dodge for 14, 22. Yeah. I can't possibly roll a 1 this time because I just rolled a 1 last time. John, your RNG is bad. All right. And I didn't even get a 6, so I have to do that. And since I can't do anything about the 6, so that bites. The item I could replace, or I would just take the experience directly, would I not? I would heal potion, yes. Definitely. Oh, I lose experience if I do that? Okay. Any extra experience does not? Okay. Fair enough. And yeah, I don't want that skill anyway. Yay! And yeah, now if I keep playing, then I'm going to take a heart of damage at the end of turn. I'm just gonna descend. I'm gonna heal to start my turn. Oh, hi, stairs. Alright, first do this. And then time passes. And then I open a door. Let me figure out what's gonna happen. It's the Wraith! Flee! Because I don't want to lose my items. Door! Oh, actually, now I get more items and skills, by the way. I need to remember that. If any armor boxes are empty, discard this instead of looting. So I have to literally kill you. Ooh. I like that. Yeah, because it replaces, or we were talking about this earlier, it replaces your worst sword with a 6. So I'm rolling all my die, but I have to get a 6 and a 5 and a 5 on some number of dice. I'm gonna enter. Oh, you wanted to. You wanted to. Triple strike gives me guaranteed good stuff. Yes. Actually, you are right. I forgot about that. That is correct. You have a skill that is a spell with a mana cost. To use it, drag that. Oh, you're right. This is the hint that I was supposed to have read. Duh. Drag the mana and or the heroic dice, adding up to at least the indicated cost of the skill. Right. I got good numbers here, though. Like, very good numbers, except for my mana, which is actually tragic, except I could replace things. Ugh, all of these are singletons. I can also convert heroic 1s into strength 6s. True. I can convert... Alright, so I absolutely need to cover the shields for surezies. Yeah, and I can use the heroic dice on triple strike. Yeah, so I can do the 2 2s and the 4 strike. Yeah. And that will give me, so doing triple strike would then give me, it will give me way too many swords, but I mean, that's fine. I mean, I need swords actually, because I need to cover the 10. So I'm going to do triple strike with those. So the mana, I'm good with the mana between the 5 and the 3. And the 3 and the 2 can't be used for anything other than static burst, which is fine, so I don't need to do that. So then the agility, currently these 3 cover everything, so that's fine. So the only thing that makes sense is the combat one. So I'm gonna do combat. Then let's start throwing stuff on things. Oh, right, and static burst, yeah, because I don't need, because the 5 and the 3 are good there, so I'll do that on static burst. And same logic as before, increase the strength one. So now I have to cover the shields. Which this is a bit annoying, but I could still convert if needed. And it will be needed, but it's not going to be good enough, actually. Because I can't do anything now. Oh yeah, but we do have dodge. Okay, yeah. If I increased an agility to 3 instead. How would I have increased? Oh, would this have increased any? Oh, shoot. I didn't even notice that. Read text, Lude, read text. Static burst increases any of your dice. Triple strike increases one of these 5. But yeah, dodge is just as good because I do have an agility. So... Oh. I should have done that, huh? Undo! Undo! Yeah! I thought it was an automatic thing. Okay. I thought it was he had to take the attack and then do dodge. I'm smart. The text on dodge, by the way, I should read this. Prevent this. Use before suffering consequences. Okay. All right. And we'll take... Yeah, we'll take the skill. All right. Here we go. It's another force wall. Climb around is what I would do. Poison. Ooh. But this is only from consequences? Interesting. Screw it. I like that the music gets more like aggressive. Let's see, I have 5. So let's see, I have to roll a 6 and a 5 straight up, and then I have to do 13 otherwise. But like 11, 22, 24 across 5 dice is pretty heavy. 25 across 6 dice is still a bit loaded. But 25 over 7 dice is a bit closer to expected. So this is a 30% chance of getting 1 damage. No! Stop doing that. Oh man. I don't like daring gamble. It stinks. I didn't even get a 6. I don't like this game. I'm done with this game. It's stupid. But I can at least prevent the bigger damages. I don't like your heroic skill. It sucks. I think I'm gonna take the item because it gives me a heart. Things that give me hearts are good. I'm at 3 HP. We do have the invisibility potion. If I need it, I can skip something. I'm gonna open this door. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, and he, Probably don't want to use my potion on invisibility, though. If I flee, I can add a door to the dungeon so I can come back to him, but by opening that next door and fleeing that door and coming back to Goblin makes it worse. There's lots of sword action going on here. Mana 5, but I have 4 mana instances, 2 agility 4s. We still have, yeah, we have the triple strike, the static burst, the crushing blow, the dodge. Yeah, so it's... And I get an item. Yes. And my sword is an automatic 6. Or my worst sword, or my worst thing over across all. Yeah. I like encounters because I get these skills I can use. And I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna roll 1 die, and it's gonna be a 6. Watch. It's a 4. I'll accept that. Oh boy. Alright, well, mana is already covered. But if I want to use triple strike, I need to spend 3 of these things. Unfortunately, I don't have enough for lots of other things. So I have to do an 8 and I have to do a 10 with swords already. So like, then that's before I can do anything else. I can convert bad dice to heroic and then use them for skills. Yep, that is advanced strategy. Yeah, my agilities are currently bad, but I can gain an agility through static burst or triple strike. And let's recall that static burst lets me increase one of my dice by 1. Convert the 2 to the 6 with crushing blow. I'm gonna just hold for a second because I'm trying to reason this through. I'm gonna just think for a second here. All right, because I have to have 3 singletons that give me a 3, 3, and a 5. Which, while it wouldn't be the most impressive use of static burst, I could certainly increase a 2 to a 3, and then. But then I wouldn't still. I can drag dice around the plant. You are right. Yes. If I do this, I can take it out. Yeah. Okay. So it's not final. Obviously, I could do this, and then I could start doing other things, but then, yeah. Because currently, this is all I can do. So I'd have to do other things. And that's assuming that I'm even going to do... If I do that, is it... Nah, I can't do that until I take the things out. Alright, so... Let's see. Can I put this on random places? I probably shouldn't throw that there, huh? That probably... I don't know. All the things light up regardless of whether you're holding dice or not. I was thinking I could throw dice into experience, but save 1 agility for dodge. Yes, and that way I don't have to worry about one of those 3s. It is true, or the 4 here if I feel so inclined. So it certainly seems like static burst, like, I have that, like, already. And then... one of those agilities goes here, and the other agility could be used on dodge. The 1 time isn't a priority. Well, I mean, it's... Yeah. Yeah, so the agility is good. We're done with the agility, so those 2s aren't going to do me any good. Because we already have the 1 there. So yeah, this should be converted. And then I can use that towards crushing blow or triple strike. And then... keep the 4 blue, because then I could do that. Because we want to keep higher dice for conversion purposes if needed. So then the triple strike ones currently would be these. Or no. Because I'm more worried. Like, I just need swords or other things. I'm not using crushing blow currently, I guess. Yeah, triple strike's not gonna help, is it? Well, no, because this was small. Alright, static burst gives me that 4. Yeah, and then currently, like, yeah, I'm spending 8, which can go elsewhere, to get a 6 sword for sure. But I could convert the 5 agility and 5 mana into a 5 heroic, which still gives me a +1 overall. So we have the +1 from static burst. We're also gonna, oh no, the four agility is gonna be used. We get a +1 from this. We get a 4 sword. The 4 and the 6 could go in there. And then the 6 and the 2 can go in there. 5 can go in there. Just try stuff, Lude. Just do it. Do something. I'm just... It's not that I'm scared to commit. I'm just trying to, like... think. I'm just trying to think. I keep getting suggestions and I'm trying to think about all the options. Because, like, yeah, we could do the 2-2 or we could do the 4. And yeah, we do still have the crushing blow, which has not been used yet. He's scared of commitment. And yeah, actually, if I do the crushing blow with this, that's strictly better than doing triple strike, because that was a waste of resources. So I think that's definitely what's going to happen. Which then takes care of that. And then I get the 4 from static burst, and then I can increase any one of these. But well, let's increase this one. And then I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. We're done. We're done. Yay! I just had to think about all my options. See, this is... I don't really like this, because I could roll a heroic and get a 1, which is worse. Then I can have one more item. Yeah, so we'll do that. Now do I go against Wraith? I can't use that against the dragon. Cannot be used on those boxes. Right. So I have to literally get 6 on those. Oh, man. Skip the Wraith because I lose 1 item. Turns into experience. And... Yep. All right. Skip the Wraith. Skipping Wraith. And then the next thing I do is going to trigger the Descent. Ice Elemental. Frost! Before the encounter, spend 3 Z's. Ugh. Lucky Familiar. Reroll 1 of your dice or increase 1 of your dice by 1. But yeah, I'm scared. And like, let's look at this thing. Lots of swords, lots of mana. Granted, we do have like triple strike and static burst and dodge and crushing blow. So with the dodge, I can skip something. I have invisibility, but I would spend 2 to skip. So like, I would spend 2 time, puts me to 1 on the thing, and then I could lose the game. Everyone's saying flee. All right, flee's happening. Time passes. Heal yourself. Now, do I descend or do I do one more thing because I'm going to fight the boss next? Do the boss. I could look for a door for free. Oh, so I can descend at any time? Well, let's double check this key fact. Descending. While the stairs card is visible, blah, blah, blah. The party can descend at the end of any turn when the stairs card is visible, or immediately if the stairs are revealed while spending time to start a turn. Oh wait, so I can do it at the end of turn. When does time pass? At the start of the turn? Yeah, it does at the start, right? At the start of each turn, yeah. So I can open a door and then even do the thing in the door, and then I can descend before time passes. I mean, yes, time has already passed for this turn, but before the next time passes, I'll be able to do things. So yeah, let's stay on the floor and check this. Spike trap. Oh, bit of spikes. Climbing around will cost damage. Jumping over uses agilities. Gives me an item by my item limit and things skill. Gain a 6. You can only use it to cover a box with shields. Everyone's saying armor crush, but let's not forget that I can... Oh, I guess I could use it on those. I still say nope. I'm gonna do it. What's the worst that can happen? What? I can roll a 1 with my heroic gamble again? And then this can happen? I can't even. Oh no, I can. Okay, okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Can I get experience? Here's where Lude lands into spikes before the dragon and dies. Armor Crush is better than Crushing Blow. Say so. I'm descending. I'm going there. Good job, you've descended from the 3rd floor of the dungeon and now it's time to fight the boss. The boss has health just like a hero and you'll fight it over a series of rounds. Each round works like a regular encounter, but at the end you deal 1 damage to the boss for each skull icon you cover up in a challenge box. Also, heroic feats and skills marked with the skull and crossbone thingamabobber crossed out may not be used. Good luck. I'm just gonna roll. Oh yeah, I can't do my heroic feat anymore. Okay, here we go. Whee! That seems nice. Lots of 4s, 5s, and 6s. So the goal is to cover those up. Well, obviously I need to cover those there. Which I'm gonna just... I can undo if I need to. I cannot use 6s here, but like I do have, well, I mean, there's certainly some issues. Well, I do have Static Burst, but that doesn't help me with the 16. I have Triple Strike, but that requires me to spend 3 things. I have a dodge, which saves me from 2 hearts of damage, but if I take 8 hearts, I'm dead regardless. I mean, I sort of feel like I'm gonna do that and that. Static Burst can give me a pink 6. Ow. Triple Strike could get me 1. But I would not have enough to cover a 17 is the thing. Increase my pink 5 to a 6. The problem is, how do I get those covered otherwise? Could you have used Armor Crush? I could have, you're right. But I'd lose a sword. No. There, okay. Hello. And then I could do that to increase that. And then those are covered. Not that that would necessarily be used. In fact, it's probably not going to be used. Look at that perfect 17 strike. I didn't even notice that was 17. The problem now, though, that. Which, that's the best I can do. I can survive this round though, because I prevent 2 hearts of damage, which actually I should just do that. Cover the 16. Oh, you're right. I don't need to do that. You're right. Okay. So I survived this round. Okay. I'm happy with that. I know it's not one and done. This is not as healthy of a roll. But I can certainly do this. That's happening. Yeah. And then I could try to do that. Triple strike will help, but I won't be able to cover the 17. Well, 'cause I don't need all those, right? Because then that can go towards triple strike. And that can go towards triple strike. And then I don't need those manas. I'm certainly not going to be able to... Or no, triple strike will give me that if I need it. Yeah. Oh, I can do... Okay, yeah, I did use 2 blue ones, so let's get those back, and then, yeah, let's do that for this. I don't know. Probably could have just converted 2 pinks. In fact, I think I should have done that. Right. Blue's getting tired. It's like 9:09. I was like, I'm gonna do an extra game of Sentinels afterwards, depending on how this goes. And now I'm like, yeah. If I increase the yellow, the net's covered. And then if I swap these, the net's covered. So this keeps me alive, obviously. But I don't do any damage to him. I'm dead? I have a dodge. Are you saying there's a way to get a 6 out of everything that I did? You think there's a way to get a skull? Remove the dice. That didn't actually bring back everything. Let's hit undo a bajillion times and start over again. I would like to try to make progress if possible. But my big priorities are covering these, because if I could probably, if I could like, I would be, so if I could somehow like skip one but cover these 3, that would be fine. I would survive. Yeah. use my blues to do other things. Because my swords are definitely better. So let's see if I could do this. But now I can't do all the 6s. Like, I can only ever cover 2 of the 6s at best. Because I can get 1 6 from Triple Strike, I can get 1 6 from Static Burst. Because this Armor Crush can't get me the 6 up here. I can get all the 6s. Okay, thank you for realizing that you can't do that because I was trying to figure out how to get a third 6 out of this. If there was something I was missing. So yeah, I guess there's no way to cover all the 6s. Which means I'm taking, well, if I take the 4 hearts here, I only survive if I dodge. Two skulls, 2 hearts. That is 3 hearts though. If I do 2 skull, like if I cover 2 skulls, then this one's exposed, or whatever one's exposed. The blue one's exposed, maybe. But then I'd have to take one of these 4, so I'd take 5 total minus the 2 from dodge. So yeah, I think we have to just take the 1 damage and go to the next round. So now let's recreate what I did. Can we reverse engineer this? Because I totally forgot everything. Well, there's always highlights. I'm gonna throw that there. I'm gonna throw that there. Probably should have used 2 blues for that, though. Now that I think about it. Although, then again, maybe not, because I do still need to get 4. Ugh. Gah. How did I do it the first time? Well, we're dodging. I need to get the black 6 with Armor Crush. So I'm just gonna do that. And I already have a 5 there. And I think we said we would do this. One, 1, 2. Oh, you're telling me what I did. Aha. Well, let me try doing this first, and then I'll read the recipe that John is posting. So increase 1 of these. How the hell am I gonna get enough mana now? I'm gonna do this and then realize that I'm doing this all wrong. Because now I absolutely cannot get enough mana or anything else. Ah! Yeah, because that's... Or no, I could still convert pinks. I got mana from Triple Strikes and Heroics. Let's see, I'm currently at 15 for sword. 9 for mana. I'm gonna up a mana. I'm gonna throw everything else here. That seems inefficient. That also seems inefficient. Ah! I can get a 4 and a 3 heroic, which covers up the sword, but not the mana. Alright, read the recipe. Reading recipe. Undo it all. Undo it all. Alright. 2 pink on dodge. Armor crush yellow 1. 1/1/2 on static burst. Increased a yellow. I'm going to assume it was the best yellow. Made heroic from pink. Threw into triple strike. Oh, and I should cover that still. Threw into triple strike, so then it was these. Had to be. Yellow 5. And then look at that perfect yellow. All right. Yep, that looks right. We had 17, 16. Yep, all right. End round. Take the damage. It's fine, Migrant. It's fine. It's fine. Come on, give me numbers. I see some 6s. I see, whoa, lots of yellow 6s. Okay. I'm not really happy about the other numbers, though. Dodge. But I absolutely have to cover up the 16 and 17. I can't survive otherwise. Don't dodge first. Undo! What did you do? Do I do... I could do that. Could do that. I could do that. Actually, the blue is better. Static burst. I'm spending 4 mana to get a 4 strike that I don't need. I don't even think static burst is what I'm gonna do. Like, I could increase a 1, but increase something by 1 rather. And then triple strike. If I do triple strike and I put the yellow here, that covers that. So, yeah. That puts me at 10. I would need a +1 there, and then I would need that there. And then I can throw the dodge there. I will at least do some damage to him. So I don't need to increase that. I do need to increase that. There. One skull, 0 health makes progress, and I stay alive. All right, here we go. Round 19 million. My mana is really good. My agility is Ikbay. Ikbay? Bick. Yeah, my magic is so good. But agility I don't need so much, except I do need to like cover the 2 5s here. Which I can get like one of them through static burst, but then I cost my mana. But I mean, I am overkilling there. You know, you're right. Someone's dumb. Someone doesn't know how to math. John's just like literally like, this is the strategy streamer. This is the person we brought in to stream strategy. And he doesn't know how to math. And he's a math teacher. So over. That covers up that 5. This 5 needs to be covered somehow. Could do that with static burst if I had enough mana. Which, I mean, how am I doing? I could do that to cover that. And then certainly I can dodge. And this does this does 0 health to me and 1 damage to him again. I do have enough mana because of triple strike. I mean, I've certainly not been exploiting triple strike here. So let's take a step back. If I wanted to do triple strike, certainly that would turn that better. Actually, I don't think I've actually filled that up. I forgot to fill that up. So that's a concern. I could do that. Gives me a 5/5/6. Which the mana would certainly go into static burst. Or static burst first. Or last. I said first meaning last. What? Because currently all of the things... I make up the 5 mana to static burst from the 5 I get from triple strike. So if I put 5 in here, and then I make triple strike at 5 back, yeah. All things are equal. This is a commutative operation here. Alright, fine, we'll start with static burst. There. Except now I have to figure out what I'm going to increase, and I don't necessarily want to do it here. Or do I? I don't know. Actually, I'm going to undo. which undoes everything. Ah! Because we didn't place anything, because we did the first thing. Right, so welcome back to this stage of the game. I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't even plop them down. Here, I'm just gonna throw you here and stare menacingly at these dice. And I think it was like this, right? So I'm just gonna do this first. Right, there was a reason I did this and I already forgot what it was. The mana is going into static burst, which can increase any one. This covers up the 17. But I feel like I'm wasting something. Oh, right, because I'm getting the one from Static Burst, that's right. Wait, I have to get Armor Crush. Well... Except that was not what I wanted to do, was it? Let's not do that, because I needed to not spend the one there. Increase that one. And then this thing. I'm just one short. I'm just one short. Is there a better way to do this? I could dodge and take no damage. Well, I'm doing 2 skulls worth of damage here. Oh, okay. If I do this, I take 1 damage. I'm down to 1 health. He's down to 1 health. Or I dodge. He takes 1 damage. I made a heroic die from agility instead of putting actual strength 3 on Armor Crush. You're right. I did not do that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So what am I increasing here? 8. Can't math anymore. 10, 14, 20. I need to get to 23. Mana was good, and we can... So I think it was increase this. No, increase agility 4 to 5. Oh, yeah, I needed to do that. Right. Yeah, that was the decision I needed to make. I'm still 1 short. Oh, but then I could dodge. Oh. So this is the best one. Is what we're saying. I'm gonna commit to it because it's 2 damage to him, 0 damage to me. Now I just need to do 2 damage to him. So it all comes down to the next one. And it's all ones! Lots of 2s. Okay. Well, I can't get 3 6s, but I only need 2 6s. Or, at the very least, just survive the round, as always. So. Or only need 1. And survive. Well, I can still dodge. I could, get 1 6 and dodge, and then cover the 16 and 17. The dragon hits first, so be careful. Yeah, so if it's down to 1 and 1, make sure he hits first. So what John is saying is that I can win the game. He knows that I can win the game. I mean, he's just waiting for me to win the game. Yeah. So 5, 9. I can't even add 5, 9, 12, 14. I'm at 14 right now. But certainly if I use triple strike, which is almost certainly worth it already. Like that's 6, which would probably normally go somewhere. Then I get a 5. And then I can put the 4 there, and the 5 goes there, and then I am at 15, which is 1 short. Just do the move that wins, indeed. Now, this does increase a 1. We get a 5 from triple strike that can go there, and we can certainly find something. But there's... I'm at 7 now. I'm going to get a 5 and a 4 from here. That puts me at 9. So I increase one of those to 10, and I get that build. One of those most likely going to dodge. Get the armor crush. So how does this all work then? So the number that I'm increasing from static burst is going to be that one. The number I'm increasing from triple strike has to be one of those, which is probably going to be the mana, so that I can hit that threshold. So I can say that right now. So then that gives me a 5 for that, and then Armor Crush does this. That goes in there. That's short, that's troublesome. Okay. Just play your best dice and win, guys. Yeah, so... that does not do it. If I increase the remaining 4 agility to a 5. So that's... I would not need armor crush. so that we're back at the beginning. So increase a 4 agility to a 5. And I wouldn't need armor crush. The problem is I'm not going to get any 6s. Well, I don't need triple strike, right? Maybe? Maybe not? Eh? No? Yeah, this isn't going to work. Triple strike is definitely going to be used. In fact... 5, 10. Increase that one? And I still don't cover any of the things. But then I could, like, do this. And now they're all covered, and then I can dodge, and then I survive the round. But that seems dumb. No, wait. One more round. What is this, civilization? Just one more round. Use the 2s to convert. So I have a pink 5, yes. Convert with this one? Well, I can't pull it out until I pull these out. But convert with this. Yes. Now I have a 5. Then you're saying convert these 2 to get the armor crush. Well, let's go back to the beginning. Can we have a button that just takes me back to the beginning? Remove dice doesn't undo triple strike or static burst. Or armor crush. Or dodge. Okay. So we were at 14 here. I'm just gonna do this even if it's dumb. I know I'm not gonna do it in the end, but I'm at 4, 7, 9, 11 there. The problem is I certainly need some number of these for triple strike, which certainly I could convert some, or I could use a heroic die for some reason. Hopefully I can get that covered somehow. The dragon poses a riddle to you. See, this is something that already seems nicer on digital, is that I could just undo everything instead of having to like plan out my turn and lose the dice in between. But anyway. Do what I want to spend in static burst. Because that gives me an increase, it gives me more agility. Oh no. I feel pretty cramped with this. Feel pretty cramped. Because we don't have good numbers. Well, Static Burst and Triple Strike give me melee, so I should be throwing melee around a bit. Granted, I don't have that much to play with, but I can do an Armor Crush to take care of that. If I throw the 4 mana there, then I'm sitting at 10. I need to get to 16. Which would almost certainly have to be done with the +1 on the mana here. I'm sitting at 17 melee. So I feel like I'm getting back into the spot where I survive the round, but I don't make progress on the dragon. Which, any progress, as long as I survive, which I have to survive first, wins the game. So if I can somehow win the game, I'd be happy. But I just don't have enough dice to make all the things I want to do. Yeah, I think we'll just go with the survive route. But first I should do this part. So I get none of the things covered. Now I do have 2 extra dice that I could try to get a general supply thing. But it's not going to give me a 6, and I'm already using all the +1s to get these. So I feel like I'm just going to commit to this. Alright, come on, just give me 6s and make this easy. I got 1 6. That was probably the best outcome for that round. Alright, if Mike P says that was the best outcome, then I will believe him to be right. Alright, so I'm already very unhappy here. Triple Strike gives me an agility that can go there, and Armor Crush can give me 1 that goes there. Boulder App's cheering, yay! Alright, the agility is less important because I can circumvent lots of things. So if I'm gonna convert dice, then I should convert the agility. So here's my temporary plan. That's fantastic. Then I'm gonna do... I need to make sure I have an extra one. Well... It's a bit of a dumb plan already, but that does that. Now, 2, 4, 6, 11, 16. Which is fine, except then I don't have mana for static burst. Why am I putting a 3 into that? Good question. All right, 2, 4, 6, 11, 16. Mana is done. 6, 10, 13, 18. Swords are overkilling. Well, 5, 9, 12. Even if I increase 1, that doesn't help. But if I do 6, 11, wait, 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 4 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Yeah, I can't cut out one of those. And don't forget that I still need to... Or no, we do have the 5. Okay. The problem is I'm not dodging. That's a bit of a problem. All right. Well, blues are done. Yellows are over and killing. There's like no reason to increase any of these. Yeah. I already don't like this. Undo. I think it's just I have a bad draw here. I think I'm screwed. Because there's too many 1s and 2s. If I do the static burst, that lets me increase 1, and I get a 4 strike and a 4 agility. Which the agility doesn't do me too much right now. But I could increase the 4 agility to 1, and I would skip armor crush. Let's try that. That's my next plan. And then I need to put in things, and I don't need all of these agilities. So now, 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 6 is 13, plus 4 is 17, so melee is good. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 5 is 11, plus 5 is 16. So mana is good. But then again, I'm still not getting... Because I'm putting this 5 towards the agility slot. How am I today? I want to... Oh my gosh, it's already almost 10. I want to finish this game, but I'm getting more tired as I progress. 2, 4, 6, 16. Can I convert? But I need to keep 1 for dodging in order to survive, because I'm certainly not getting 3 6s. It will be finished this round, one way or another, and it's very likely it's going the wrong way. Let's do that one. And then let's actually put that there. That there. I don't like this plan. It sucks. Why can't I put more than 1 die in those squares? That makes this worse. I don't have many options. If I had swapped Static Burst or Triple Strike for Crushing Blow, the game would be over in a loss already. Aha! I don't even remember which one was which. Can I see it if I, like, pull these up? No? Okay. I'm not ending the round. Do you see any possibilities here, John? Mr. Master. Mr. Master. Yes, that's your name now, Mr. Master. Mr. Master, do you see how to do this? I'm gonna do that. Because I'm not happy with those ones. You'd use the magic 2s for Static Burst. Okay. I still need to get at least 1/6, but I also need to be able to get enough numbers for many things. I'm increasing this until someone tells me otherwise in like 2 seconds. Like just now. All right, there we go. Yeah, I kind of need that 5, don't I? I forgot about that. Well, I mean, we still have Triple Strike. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna do something there at some point. 1, 2, Triple Strike. That. So strength is at 10. Mana's at 7, so we need 7 in strength and 9 in mana. 6 because yeah, we have to cover a skull or we lose. We're 1 die short. Good run. Alright, John's giving up. Alright, everyone. Time to head home. It's over. Oh no, you took too much damage and had to leave the dungeon. Better luck next time. Defeat. You were unable to seal the dungeon and it remains a source of danger for one and all. But we got 4 experience that I can click on things. I just woke Kellyanna up from her nap. Alright. I'm gonna go with basic, because basic sounds like a thing. Pretty good first game, getting the dragon to within an inch of its life. Indeed, thank you all for watching and giving the support for the past 3 hours. Oh boy, I am like so beat now, and I have to finish grading and I have to prepare for teaching tomorrow, and I was not expecting this to be like a 3-hour thing. I wasn't sure how long a game was going to last, but I was thinking, you know, maybe if it doesn't last long enough, we'll do a Sentinels game afterwards. But oh well, it was a good match. I'm sure you learned as much as I did if you've never seen One Deck Dungeon before. Did I like it? Yeah, it was fun. I liked it a lot. Lots of strategy with the dice and how to manipulate them. And I'm certainly not, you know, there. You know, I'm learning I'm, to be honest, you didn't either. Oh, didn't think it would take that long. Okay, I was like, you didn't like it? What? No, no, it's fun. I liked it. Yeah, and I will certainly play it more. I might even play it offline. What? And then maybe next week I'll be a better streamer. I mean, I'm not unwilling to do this again next week. I'll also have runs where I die to the first door that I open. That is true. That is a thing. If you roll all terrible dice and you can't cover anything, and then you take 7 hearts of damage and whatnot. But yeah, there's a lot of strategy here with like how do you use your dice, especially in this game where it's like I have to create a 6 that I can cover on a shield, but is it better not doing that and doing other things, which it turned out most of the time it was, because it conserves your numbers that you do have to work with. And then the choices of the items that you take, like do you want the item, do you want the skill, do you want the experience, and all 3 were like very good. I would have liked to be able to have more experience, because I would have been able to have more, like if I could have gotten to max level, I could have gotten 2 extra heroic die, which is nice. Probably not worth total investment towards though, just for that extra die. Certainly leveling up so I can equip more items and skills is nice. But I don't know, you have to beat things to get there, and a lot of things are hard to beat, so you just look for the Valor skill. Yeah. I'm just looking at some of these that are here. Planning, gain a 3. Valor skill equals roll a heroic for free. Yeah, no, I figured it was a skill and not a pre-skill here. But yeah, the extra heroic die from the Valor skill, which rolls a heroic for free. Yeah. That increases your options by a lot. Ooh, after each boss round, heal 1 damage. That's a nice one. But anyway, we are done today. I'm definitely not going to do another thing after this. But thank you all for watching and seeing as I learn One Deck Dungeon. I'm glad I finally took the time to get into it. Certainly, I wanted more than just a mere 5 minutes to look over the instructions and start a game, and a stream is a good opportunity to do so. And I'm glad that I did that, because there was a lot of mechanics there that I would not have picked up on if I was just doing a cursory glance. As I said, I'll probably do this again next week just to be continuous with this sort of thing. I'm not going to turn Dolphin's Dive into a permanent One Deck Dungeon stream, but for now we'll just stick with One Deck Dungeon learning. Actually, next week is Thanksgiving, isn't it? Yeah, it's actually American Thanksgiving next week. So that probably means that I'm not going to do Dolphin's Dive Thursday night. It remains to be seen if we'll move the stream. We'll probably most likely move the stream. But I will tell you that Another Letdown and I have been in talks for several months about doing a special Thanksgiving stream. So you can look forward to that. I don't think we'll be on Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving is busy enough, but we're going to do a special kind of stream either on Wednesday or on Friday. I kind of need to finalize that detail with him. But yeah, so probably no Dolphin's Dive next week in most likelihood, but we will have that special Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving stream. And then 2 weeks from now, Dolphin's Dive will return, and maybe we'll just do One Deck Dungeon at that point as well. And within those 2 weeks, I'll have become the true One Deck Dungeon master, and I'll be able to show you guys some new strategies that you never thought of. Like, you thought this was a dice game? No, it's actually a Sentinels game. All holidays have declared war on Christmas. Oh, Santa guys. Anyway, so that's the future for Dolphin's Dive. Also on this channel, on Handelabra Games, we also have On Deck every Monday with Pirate Savvy and Dover. We have Handelabra Live every Tuesday with Jeremy and John, 2 of the developers of One Deck Dungeon and Sentinels of the Multiverse, and Bottom of the Ninth, and ultimately Aeon's End, and then eventually Spirit Island, which is great. Every Wednesday for the month of November at 1 p.m. we have an Aeon's End dev stream, which you can tune in and see how Aeon's End is getting developed and how it's far harder to program things than you would think. I did see some comments on some various threads. That was mostly linked to me by John anyway, but some various comments on various threads that said, oh, Aeon's End won't be hard to make. I could make it myself in Excel or something. It's like, no, that's not how game design works. It's harder than you think. Doing anything is hard when you have to program it and also make sure that it is idiot proof, which is fun. Anyway, that's every Wednesday at 1 p.m. this month of November, and then Thursdays at 7 p.m. would be Dolphin's Dive, but not next week. But there will be some special thing. And then every Sunday at 7 p.m. is Tales from the Archive with another letdown. And I forgot to announce that it was canceled last week because of I forget what, but I think he's back on for this week, so we should find that. So that's show notes for the week. And speaking of Aeon's End, there's of course the Aeon's End Kickstarter, and Nightbot has been amazing and been linking towards the Kickstarter all stream long, which is great because I've been so distracted with One Deck Dungeon learning that I haven't been able to keep up with that. But do back the Kickstarter for Aeon's End. I backed it myself earlier this week, and I'm still here to tell the story, so you can too. And I really look forward to that game. It seems like it'll be a really fun game. I can't wait to see it in digital or just, period, because I haven't actually played it yet. We got to 1,000 backers tonight. Woo! 1,000! Let's get to 2,000 by the end of November or something. I don't know. Do it by the end of this week. Yeah, all of you, just back the game. That's all you need to do. But anyway, that is it. It is 10:04. This stream has been going on for 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you all for watching. I will be back next week, and I'm going to go and hit the outro button. Good night.